Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is said to not only have connections to the prequels and the originals, but also other forms of canon material that falls under the Disney Star Wars universe. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. So, one great thing about Episode 9 is that we do know that this movie really is going to be used in a way in order to end the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy in a satisfying way by J.J. Abrams that fans are not even expecting to see on the big screen. So, the thing that a lot of fans are really looking forward to is, of course, exactly how JJ is going to utilize the characters of course, the Knights of Ren, all the way over to Kylo Ren. After all, we do know that one of the big plans, at least for the first two acts of this movie, is to make Kylo Ren a whole lot more evil than Darth Vader ever was. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting and intriguing. Now, specifically, it's described that a description of Kylo Ren inside of his chambers, where it's described that all 6 Knights of Ren are kneeling before him. It's said to be a sequence in which Kylo is sitting in his throne, where the Knights are telling Kylo about the beyond. It's described that the voices of the Knights sound similar to Kylo Ren's voice through the helmets. The next describes Kylo Ren demonstrating a Darth Vader hologram to the Knights, where the Vader hologram is revealing new clues about the beyond. It's said that the beyond is a large area in the galaxy that the Knights of Ren only experienced and explored a small part of it. The Vader hologram is described to talk about devices that were scattered across the galaxy to make the glowing red hexagon device work to guide them to the right area in the beyond that contains new truths about the dark side of the Force. The Vader hologram is described to be life-size and around the same size as the Maul hologram from Solo: A Star Wars Story. It's described to be a moment in which Kylo is able to see his grandfather talk and present secrets of the galaxy. So I want to go over a couple of parts about all of this because this to me sounds like a very interesting point of course, the first act of Episode 9. Now, first things first, I want to go over the Darth Vader hologram. In case you guys did not know, there is going to be, elements of Darth Vader inserted into The Rise of Skywalker. Not only are we getting different relics and artifacts that once belonged to Vader, but we're also getting this hologram that is said to be life-sized that's going to be presented by Kylo Ren to the Knights of Ren, where the Darth Vader hologram is revealing new secrets and clues about, of course, the galaxy and the beyond itself. Now, what's great about the Beyond is that it's used as a backdrop, or a background, if you will, a backdrop more so, for Episode 9 in order to really support exactly where things are really going to go. It's basically going to be a part of the evolving MacGuffin in this movie by JJ. And I think what's so exciting about something like this is that when we look at Episode 9, all of the different elements that are going into this movie, you can really see that JJ is really trying to make Darth Vader a looming character in the background, where if they use Darth Vader in a very unique way, it's going to serve as a great purpose for the character development of Kylo Ren from start to finish of The Rise of Skywalker. So the other piece that I do want to go over is the mention of the Knights of Ren actually sounding very similar to that of Kylo Ren through their helmets. I think that this is something that I personally haven't even been thinking about, is exactly how the Knights of Ren are going to sound in Episode 9. That's been a very big mystery that a lot of people, including myself, have not really been thinking about. So the Knights of Ren are going to sound very similar to, of course, Kylo Ren, the way he speaks throughout his helmet, how it has like that muffled sound and that robotic sound almost. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that just yet. I mean, of course, each and every knight is going to have a different voice and, different voice patterns and stuff like that, but the other piece that I do want to bring up is that we also know that J.J. Abrams is using a majority of the first and second acts of this movie in order to show us exactly how evil Darth Vader, or should I say how evil Kylo Ren is going to be in comparison to Darth Vader. And in order to do this, we got the village slaughter scenes coming our way in this movie. We've got, other great examples of him using his lightsaber on the battlefield toward the very end of the second act of Episode 9 against Resistance soldiers. They're going to show a lot of this, and we only got a little glimpse of this in the teaser trailer of Kylo Ren slaughtering, somebody related to, of course, I guess you could say the Resistance or something around those lines. So, the other thing that I do want to go over is how the first act of episode 9 is going to be used in a way in order to just show us exactly where Kylo Ren is and what his place really is in the First Order. Obviously, he's the supreme leader now, but the biggest question of all is exactly who is loyal to him and who is not loyal to him. Now, there is going to be a little sense of conflict in this movie. There's going to be a lot of questions about the disappearance of Supreme Leader Snoke and exactly what happened with that. And that's where Kylo Ren begins to lie about exactly who killed that character, where he actually tells the First Order that it was Rey, and that they are all now on the hunt for Rey. So that's going to be another story element in the first act of episode 9. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.